What's up, guys? This will be a sale video actually because I need some cash right now, and though I usually am able to sell a couple knives a week, for some reason, maybe it's the recent recession, but I haven't been able to sell any recently, and I bought more than I could really afford, so I need some cash. So I will basically show you guys the knives, and all the prices will be down there in the description. If you're interested in buying a knife, have any questions, you can send me a PM, or I'll put my email address in the description and you can send me a question or whatever there. I usually do PayPal and money order. I guarantee good service, and shipping will be included with the prices, but insurance will be extra unless I note it specifically. Some of the knives I don't think it's worth it to insure, but if you guys want it, that's an option for you. So let me start by showing you the knives. Don't want to take up too much of your time. Emerson CQC14 SF Snubby. I haven't showed you guys this knife before, and I'll do a review on it before I ship it out if I ever sell it. But it comes in the plastic bag. You can see the box is a little beat up, but you got the bag here. And this knife is just like new. The G10 does have a few carry marks, but you can see the clip has a few carry marks as well. But the blade, I never used it for anything. I don't know if the previous owner did, but it's in very good condition, as you can see. That's very almost new. And the G10 is a very comfortable knife, very big, and it's definitely in very good condition. It's close to new. Alright. Next up is a Spyderco Persistence. Comes with the box, got some packing peanuts, and this knife is also very close to new. You can see the condition right in the camera here. The blade doesn't even look like it's been used before. I don't think it has. There is one very tiny scuff right here. You can't really see it in the camera, but trust me, it's there. But it's hairline thin, and you really kind of have to look for it. You could very easily not see it. The clip, there is really no signs of wear except for one tiny mark right below the spider, but it's basically in very close to new condition. Next up is the Spyderco Parent PPT. Comes with the original plastic baggie, the lanyard, and the letter. G10 scales, and this knife has been used. It's been carried a bit. The blade's in very good condition. Not full factory sharpness. It's a little duller than that. It might need a touch-up, but there's no scuffs on the blade or anything. There's no really any signs of wear on the G10 handles or the backspace or anything except for the clip. There are a few. You can see here there's some horizontal striations, but that's really all the wear you can see that's obvious. Very nice knife. Next up is a Kershaw Offset. Comes with the pouch, papers, pouch. Big knife. This one has been used a little more. The blade's in very good condition though, and it's nice and sharp. Handle's very ergonomic. Actually, this one hasn't really been used at all, to be honest. You can look at the clip and you can tell there's basically no use on the clip. Fires very hard, very comfortable knife, and that blade has a really cool grind on it. Just basically new. Next up is a without box. This is almost new Cold Steel AK-47. I never use it for anything. Has been opened and closed a few times. Only sign of wear, nothing on the clip, nothing anywhere except for on the blade. There's one tiny millimeter long scuff in the blade coating, and even that, it's barely noticeable. You can see it right there. However, I guarantee if you use this for the first time, it will take off some more coating than the damage here. So this really hasn't been carried, you know, just from storage. It managed to get scuffed in the coating. That's what happens to this cold steel Teflon. But it's a very cool knife, great ergonomics, and very, very strong. Next up is a Spyderco Dragonfly. This one has full serrations with AUS 8 blade steel. This one has been used. You can tell it's a little worn. However, the blade really is in factory sharpness still. The serrations are still very well ground. You can tell it's been carried, but you know, in terms of use, it really hasn't gone through that much. I do offer international shipping, by the way. Next up is a CRK TS2. This is the large version. This one has seen better days, but it's not a really heavy user, but you can tell it's been used. You know, there's a little bit of the bead blast that's kind of been rubbed here, and you know, the TI handles show standard carry marks. The blade is pretty sharp though, so not too much complaining about that. But the handle, you can tell, you know, there's some carry marks. Like if you put a Sebenza in your pocket for a few weeks, that's kind of what it looks like. But these are very rare and very hard to find these days. So next up is a Meyerco Shockwave. This one has been used a little bit. I've cut a few things with it, but I got it basically new. And you can see all the, you know, it looks basically new. There's no wear anywhere on the handle or the bolsters or the clip except for a little bit of paint off over here. I may have used this maybe twice to cut stuff. Still very smooth, a very big substantial folder, and a great knife for the money. Also comes with the original blister packaging and this little pouch for carrying it that it came with, but that's that. Next up is the SOG Vulcan. This one's a little dirty. There's a little bit of dust in there, but the blade doesn't look like it's been used at all. It's not super sharp though. I think that might be a factory thing. There's a little bit, and there's not really anywhere on the clip at all. You can't really tell that this has been used, except for a little bit of dust inside the handle. But there's not really any wear marks I can find. Very good condition knife. I guarantee satisfaction if you guys decide that you don't like it or I misinterpreted the condition, then you can just send it back and I'll give you a refund. So I do guarantee happy customers. Next up is the, I hate selling this, but this is my Eric Elson Dreadlock Light. This one's basically new too. I just adjusted the pivot, maybe opened and closed it a couple dozen times. Carried it maybe 2 or 3 times, but everything on this is stonewashed, so you can't really tell it's been used. Comes in this True North Knives case. Actually, I may have carried this more than a few times, but I definitely haven't carried it over maybe 2 dozen times. I've cut a few things with it, but it's still very sharp, and really you can't tell it's been worn at all because everything is stonewashed on this thing. So that's that. Next is a cold steel Fred Perrin Street Buoy. I may not have the price up for this immediately because I'm not sure what it's worth, but there's some scuffs on the blade from the Kydex sheath, and the Kydex has been super glued on the top by the previous owner. I'm not sure, maybe it's retention, but this thing has been discontinued too, so it's very hard to find. It's worth a bit actually. So last but not least is a Zero Tolerance 0551. This guy is new, hasn't been used, still in box. Really nothing has been done with it, so taken out a few times, opened and closed a few times, but it's really in just new condition. So ZT 0551. Alright, let me know if you're interested in any of the knives or whatever. Trades, maybe customs or CRKs or hinders, but probably I just really need cash at this point. Alright, thanks guys, peace, see you later.